Let's get this madness rolling.
You serious? I'm sorry about that joke, but you serious here, Miss Lemon Emo? Okay then, let's find out if you're saying is true or not. Be back in a bit, folks. Alright then, let's get to this. Let's see here. Has Scott. No, Scott. Wait, I'm spelling it wrong. Dang that. That means I coffin. Confirm that glitch trap is William Afton in his own words. Has he? Let's find out. Okay. Vincent Afton. Vincent. Who is Vincent? Vincent's not. No. 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 Nothing. Just fan things like Wikipedia. Nothing. Nothing really showing Scott Cawthon actually saying it. No official words here, looks like. Wait. Let's take a week because it's saying some interesting things here. Let's see here. Yep, tape. Ads. I'm trying to read this here. Yep. 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 Okay, so nothing really. Decided to leave that site because it didn't really say anything. I'm looking through here. Let's see what this one says. FNAF theories. No, that's not true. No. Okay, so it seems like there's no actual source of where Scott Cawthon has officially declared that Glitch Trap is William. Let's go and check Steam, actually. I want to double check that as well, because Scott does comment on Steam. So let's go and see if there's anything there. Alright, and let's look up FNAF. Or Five Nights at Freddy's, more like it. Five Nights at Freddy's. Help Wanted, yeah, FNAF, Five Nights at Freddy's. You know, let's just go Five Nights. Boom. Let's see. These all created by Scott Cawthon, so I should be able to have like, yeah, positive reviews, fantastic game, of course. Where is it? No. Game Casual Action. Publisher Scott Games. Here we go. Okay. So there's his DLC. Odd. This is weird. Like, I'm just trying to find a way to go with Scott. I mean, how do you find posts everywhere? Five Nights. I mean, who posted all of these then? The Scott Games should be the one who posted them. Oh, he has multiple things. Okay, Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's take a look here. Okay, I'm trying to find anything. Seriously, what is this thing? Where's... Okay, apparently you can chat on here. Let's see if we can find... Oh, no. In the past 30 days, let's see. No. Let's see. I want to actually see, like, people... These Scott Cawthon speak here. No. I'm mean, you can post on here and give ideas and thoughts, but nothing. There's absolutely nothing. I can't find anything. Publisher, Scott Games, horror, single player, action, survivor, VR. I know. So there's nothing on Steam either, it looks like, because I cannot. This is just a snore, actually. Let's check community. Forgot about community. Let's see. Let's search for Five Nights at Freddy's. Let's take a look what it says here. Hello, Sister Might be recording. I'm trying to find some discussion things from D. Scott Cawthon himself.
About what?
Huh? Who is this Mike Smitchett? There's no way. I'm just confused. The FNAF game. Yep. Very nice. So it's only.
Is the player's last name Smitchett?
No. I'm just trying to find something. I'm trying to find nothing. Screenshots, videos, news. Wait, news may have been said. Okay. Really? Since it's not really much for me to find here, folks. Because I'm not seeing anything of Scott Cawthon actually speaking on Steam either. I don't know where to find it if there is. Well, give me a sec here because I'm going to be going somewhere. Well, Mr. or Miss, I don't know which agenda, I don't really know. I don't know. I apologize if I'm misinterpreting your agenda. Well, Mr. Lemon Emo. The fact is that I've looked into possible sources where Scott Cawthon has spoken himself and said out loud that Glitchtrap is William Afton, and there is no evidence I can find on Steam nor on the internet, as far as I can see. So if it is true, and I even asked you for, can you send me a link to your source of where you got this information? You never responded, even though you're a lot popular on my channel, and it seems like you've been doing videos for about 5 months now. Very nice for you, very nice. Look, I really do not give dicks why if you agree with me or not. I am just annoyed at this point that so many people have been giving a bit of hate on my opinion without hearing my thoughts or reasons on why William Afton is not Glitchtrap. Now, so there is no source that is actually saying that Scott Cawthon himself has actually said that Glitchtrap is William Afton. I have not been able to find that source if that has been said. If there is, I'm like, well, they never. Apparently they're bad at finding things, but from what I can tell, there is nothing. So it's like, you can't really back it up because I can't find anything. If you can, and I find the link at something completely different and not from the actual Scott Cawthon, then, yeah, not happening. So, I guess it's time for me to explain my theory on why I believe that William Afton is possibly not Glitchtrap. So, let's go somewhere else for that. Me. Now then, let's get to me explaining my reasoning on why, well, Glitchtrap is not William Afton, William Afton is not Glitchtrap, and so forth. Now, for me to order explain this, or for you guys to understand, you have to understand my, opinion on William Afton. So, how do I explain it without offending anyone, and so forth, or making people want me dead? That's how some people are, really, in this fandom. It's the sad truth. But anyway, the reason why is because when you look at William Afton and his character and how he's been shown and developed so far, although Scott Cawthon has said himself that you had to take a closer look at the books to see the William Afton and Henry Emily's opinion on the animatronics, in all honesty, I mean, I guess people are misinterpreting what he's meaning, in my opinion, maybe, possibly. We see everyone makes the worst of William Afton, like he's a heartless killer and so forth. And I'm like, do you forget, he has a daughter, he has a wife. If he had like he has 2 children of his own, he has a whole family of his own. Why would he do all this? That is the main question. What is his reasoning if he's already happy with his own family? For me personally, in my opinion, we see Mrs. Afton nowhere throughout the entire lives of the FNAF series. From the beginning of the tragedy to the end, we never see Mrs. Afton other than Ballora is the closest thing, which we believe is possessed by Mrs. Afton, which I have to agree with because it makes a bit of sense in my opinion. Because with my opinion of William Afton and Henry Emily, they both started the Five Nights at Freddy's franchise to bring back or take over the company from the people who ever owned the first one. They started up the company to bring back their loved ones from the dead. I bet you're like, wait, what? Well, let me explain. I believe that Mrs. Afton and Miss Emily, yeah, I'm not sure 100% certain if Mrs. Emily truly did die or not, possessed an animatronic. I'm not saying she is, I'm just saying it's a possibility that she may have died, making Henry want her back from the dead. Because, as far as we know from the book series, it's clarified that Charlie's mother left them, apparently, but it's not clarified why, how, or when, or how exactly she left. But the thing is, when you go and look at it, it wouldn't be surprising, really, if she didn't actually leave physically, because Henry didn't want to tell her that her mother's dead, which would make a bit of sense, because some fathers are like that. They don't want to tell the kids, oh, your mother's dead. And they don't want to do that, so they say, she's going to be gone for a while, or she left, and so forth, to give them hope that they may come back. That is a possibility. I'm not saying it is true, I'm just saying it's my own personal opinion. That Mrs. Afton and Emily are the first to die. And when they died, it caused Henry and William to want to bring them back. And so they started messing up some stuff that they shouldn't have, really, in my opinion, which is known as Remnant, the idea of agony, and so forth, and messing with supernatural stuff, which I have no idea how they got access to. And people do not question this, I wonder, all the time. Like, why is no one questioning why they get access to this stuff, how they got the idea of it, where in the world does this idea of Remnant come from into their minds of them messing with it? I apologize. We see it's a bit odd that this fate exists, and why they start doing it, in my opinion, it would make sense. The reason they started is because they want to bring back their loved ones, which is more fitting of William Afton, in my opinion, because if you take a look for his interactions throughout FNAF, because he's also the orange guy, in my opinion, and the reason for that is because I believe he may have a split personality during that time period, because that would explain why he killed Charlie, because the reason he killed Charlie is because he went insane, really, after watching 2 of his children die, and went drunk, because if you look at Midnight Notice, you're driving really recklessly throughout the game, so it's like, I wouldn't be surprised if you're drunk, really. That's my own personal opinion, though. So if you're drunk and you're driving, then won't be surprised that he went and stopped him aside, saw a child, and he was stinkingly angry, and ready to find out his children were dead, so he went and killed Charlie. That wouldn't be a surprise, really. And so that would explain the line, I don't hate you, because she, knew that he was drunk, maybe. And that would explain why she never went after him personally herself, really, because you never really see her go after him. And explains her reasoning for why she's saying, I don't hate you in alternate custom night, if it truly is William. What, Seth?
Hey, Crazy Boy. Did you know there's someone in this game of Among Us that's actually called Claire Afton?
Okay, that's funny to know. So someone in Among Us, a game that my sister's playing right now, someone's called Claire Afton, which is I don't think that's the actual name of Mrs. Afton, because we never get the name, we never told it, but if you want to call her Claire, that's up to you folks, really. I'm not going to call her that personally, but anyway, that's funny. But now, let's get back to the main point. So, reasoning that, let's just stop me going on explaining my whole or technically my opinion of what's going on in the FNAF world, and basically get straight to the point. So the reason that Glitchtrap isn't William Afton is because why would Cassidy ever let William go, which the possibility has been revealed as they may have that he was trapped inside of his own mind while Cassidy endlessly tormented him and never let the hospital kill him off and put an end to torment, that he's still alive, and then went and pushed him into five-bed fights. Then the place exploded, Cassidy and William were separated, and then so forth. But if that truly happened, here's a few questions that are bothering me quite greatly. 1. What caused the explosion? 2. Why would William, after endlessly suffering because of his mistakes, want to just go and continue his actions? Why would he just go and start up again? Did he seriously not learn anything from all that endless nightmare, but not only that, watch his own family die? And maybe the fact is that he said sorry to the animatronic children that he killed, and possibly was forgiven. So why do we just go back to doing it again? That makes no sense for William's character from the way we see him develop. Now, I bet you're like, what are you talking about? Let's take a look at FNAF 3. In the FNAF 3, like, last little minigame you play, where you go and move around as a Springtrap until you run into a puppet, or puppet, and you move around and find Springtrap. Either way, you go and speak with each other, and basically, William Afton as Springtrap went asked for forgiveness from the children from his actions, and he was sorry, and saying that the word that he truly regretted his past. And you had the option to either forgive him or not. And if you usually not forgive him, he ran off into the woods going to continue his madness because he went, well, I guess, in my opinion, Remnant affected his mind, because Remnant is literally agony, and most likely after his apology that just went and attacked his mind and make him go bonkers again, really, in my opinion. But if you go and say forgive him, he goes and burns himself trying to end the tragedy, which is very interesting. And if we go and take a look at Scrap Trap, the future version of Springtrap and all of that in the FNAF games, where he's finally going to be put an end to, and the terror ends, and he seems a bit mental again, but it's like, not as before, really, but not only that. Here's what I noticed with the thing. William Afton, well, he's missing an arm, and the way it's missing, it makes me think one thing. Fire, because the way his body is damaged and so forth would not be caused by normal nature. It would make more sense for him to have been burned, his hand melted off, and only bits and pieces of him survived, and his face reformed and changed again. That would explain whole Jimmy Neutron face and several other things about his new look and parts of his body. Now, other than that, the reason I'm still supporting the idea even after he goes psychotic, the fact is that Puppet, she seems to have somewhat control as Lefty at the end Ultimate Custom Night. She has somewhat control in FNAF 6 or FNAF Pizza Simulator, whatever you want, inside of Lefty when she's trapped in Lefty. So if she's truly trapped in Lefty, well, she is actually, and with her being trapped in Lefty and having somewhat control, why would she work with William? Unless they had a common goal, and William wasn't that truly heartless. Now, why would William go and say to his own son, suffer as so many of the others? Because it's a question that bothers my mind a bit, but maybe it's a bit of his insanity still inside of him, plus the agony affecting his mind. Plus, he says this, how can I exist a promise such as this, when he knew it was a trap and all that? Now, it just bothers me a little bit. What promise was made to him? A promise made to him by someone who lured him here he knew was a trap, but the promise was so tempting. Now, what could have tempted William Afton to go there? Well, a few things actually. So take a look at William Afton's character. One thing that I have noticed and is how he is, that he cares for his family deeply. Because if we look at the orange guy, also known as his split personality of who he is if we take a look at that, he goes and says, as towards the person in the gray shirt who's sitting on the couch, which is Michael Afton, he says, leave him be, he's already been through enough. As in Michael Afton, the one who goes being security guard, Foxy Bo, all of that, if they're all one the same, and he goes and says he's already been through enough, it shows that he cares for his children, no matter what they've done. Now, you can say that Crying Child was still alive back then, but the fact is that Michael had already been through quite a bit apparently, and William was willing to leave him be. So it like bothers me a little bit what happened to Michael before Crying Child died. What would happen? Well, the fact is that Elizabeth isn't there, nor is Mrs. Afton. They're already both dead at this point, and he's probably suffering because of it. So that means Michael, even after, from the beginning, he really cared for his family, but the reason he bullied his brother, I guess, is led to relieve his stress of his feeling like a failure, maybe, or anything like that. And the fact is that William was willing to leave him be and saying he's already been through enough, just leave him be on his own. It's like showing that he cares for his children. So would he go and punish his son for going and killing an innocent kid when he already went and did one himself? No. I cannot see William doing that. So people making William hate his own son and so forth is just ridiculous, in my opinion. He loves and cares for his family. That's one feature about William Afton that I'm sticking with because it just doesn't fit his character, in my opinion, throughout the FNAF franchise. So why in the world, after all that's happened and him being punished by Cassie and all that and an eternal nightmare in his head, would he go and do the same thing all over again after being freed from his animatronic body and probably not having any more remnant or some sort of different remnant, maybe? So in my opinion, the remnant is what caused him to be a bit mental, really. Because we do not know how that stuff works. For all we know, it could be causing him to be mentally insane, which would explain a bit. But if that is the case, that remnant is affecting William Afton's mind. Wait, as I said, in my opinion, William Afton is a mindless, heartless killer. So if it truly is affecting his mind, when he becomes Glitch Trappist, does he truly have remnant inside of him? Well, the fact is that he has no physical form. All we know is that he's from a little trip that can copy itself somehow. So it's like, wait a minute. That doesn't make sense, because if he can copy himself and all that, doesn't that mean that basically he's splitting up his soul into many pieces and several other weird stuff that I do not want to bother explaining? So that's why it's like, if he can copy himself, how in the world is he doing? How in the world is his soul in one piece still then? In my opinion, with how FNAF world works, you can't break apart souls. So if he broke his apart into so many pieces, it would be really not that pleasant in my opinion. Because as far as I know, in my honest opinion, only one soul could possess one animatronic. No pieces of souls can go into animatronics. You can't break apart souls in FNAF as far as I know, in my opinion. I mean, Matt has said that there may be a possibility with the Fun Times and all that, but I'm like, nah, not really. With Funtime Freddy, how you see her kill her little girl, so it may be a factoid that they killed children, so the children possess or gain, like, yeah. I don't believe that spirit shards things exist in this one, unlike Harry Potter. So if that truly is the case, how in the world William is doing this? He isn't. It's something else completely, something that we do not fully understand, in my opinion. Because William would not go and just be another psychotic killer again after losing everything, when reality is with William, with how he is, all he would want was to have his family back together. That's all he would want. So it would not fit his personality whatsoever for him to be Glitch Trap. And the fact is that when you go and hear the line, George, I think she found us, that voice actor, that person who's speaking, or whoever it is, that's speaking inside whoever's running away from Benny, and he is, well, how I say this, sounds similar to voice actors of, like, William Afton and so forth for Springtrap. I don't know, I just, when I heard it, I thought of William Afton, and I'm like, wait a minute, could it be possible that the voice actor who's voice acting is, well, someone who voice acted before, as a familiar character that we all know? I haven't bothered to look into it, but the possibility is high in my opinion. And this is why I don't believe that he is him, because if we take a look at FNAF, the fact is that he was this endless torment from Cassie. Did he not have time to think about his actions? I believe he did, really. And the fact is that he was free from Remnant, and a little bit more, in my opinion, because the animatronic body is, well, gone. Do they still have some of it? Maybe so. Possible, indeed. But, I guess the main point is, that the fact is that, yes, that's the place where the explosion happened, where his body was destroyed alongside Cassidy being put somewhere in that place. Had, like, the possibility of William Afton being gaining a new form of some sort. But I have a feeling that's not the full case. I believe the possibility is, yes, he did, but if he truly does have a split personality, he has an option if William Afton is glitch-trapped annoyingly. What if William Afton is glitch-trapped, but is not at the same time? As in his split personality is glitch-trapped, but the real him, the orange guy him, the one who loves his family, is the one that guides George. It would be Fane, actually. That William Afton, throughout all the madness and all the things that he went through, and throughout all the terror that he caused and what he saw and experienced, that eventually, during his last moments when the explosion happened, somehow caused a chain reaction with the explosion, splitting his mind into two personalities. His psychotic killer and loving father who he is. That would be quite fitting. That is just my opinion, though, and I highly doubt anyone will agree with this. Anyway, folks, this is Crazy Boy. Hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'm out of here.